All right, Coach, so this old place not quite done yet. There is playoff football to be played in the East Bay in Oakland, California. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Mahomes now on first down. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. Grant gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, Travis Kelce unable to pull it in. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Not that time for Watkins. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Carr going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Check, crouch.
On second down now, Richard. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up and to great success.
Down, 280. 58, come on. Rabbit.
Carr now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
637. 56.
To throw, it's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The kick by Carlson is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This will be taken very short. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. On first down, Richard. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
At the 32-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
On 2nd down, Richard. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
What we got?
From the gun, it's Carr. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Here we go,
They'll run on 1st down. Richard, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Play action, now it's Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Carr gives to Richard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Check. Check. Hot. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. You ain't going nowhere. I got you, baby. I got you.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to Grant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Carr now to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
What now? 180. I don't think he's ready.
On 1st down, Richard. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr, he's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant. That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Target. Raider 9. Mike 50. Hey, Charlie. Watch the screen.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They come out here in the I.
180. We're good. 180. Check. Fresno. Jim. Hey, check 24.
On 3rd down, Richard. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard. As the first half is winding down. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because, oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now, you wide 8-8. Mike 50. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. One, later one. What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something. Here we go, here we go. Check. Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
On first down, Richard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Cut in left.
From the 40 now on second down. Carr nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Carr trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
He's crossing. He's go. Check nickel. Watch the safety creep. Check the hot read. I don't need to.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Littleton charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Watch the whip. Hey, watch it. Undercrush. Yellow.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Yellow. 43. 43. Safety's creeping. Under 10.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
A gain of 19 yards.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. This is Grant. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You better break. 43. 43. Check 52.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Grant. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yellow. Attack. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Hey, Ripley. Check 30. Hey, 57. 44 to mine, Charlie. Stage situation. Let's go. Attack.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Mahomes now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take
Mahomes now to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Mahomes going to throw. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Hello. I'm the little lady. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Collect. Let's go, dude. It's going to be up. It's going to be a low. Hey, 43.
Now it's Mahomes again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Butker's kick here is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Line's 50. Stop your whining.
4 yards on the dump off at second down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Alert 3, alert 2. Hey, switch gears. Switch.
On second down now, Richard. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Carr. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Richard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Slay. Check. Lucky.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. As his guys are in for 6. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. From the 35 on second down, Mahomes. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and short.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Check 26, check 26.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Spins by, and this is caught by Watkins. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for them, too.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes shifts by him. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Mike 51, my exit. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. 51 to Mike. 51.
Mahomes to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. They complete it to Hill. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. To throw is Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw is Carr. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, I 7. 58, boy, 58 to Mike. Express. On the rep, let's go, right here. White Monday. 694.
Carr to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now Carr. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
At the 26-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
You ain't doing nothing today.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check 43. Check 31.
This is Richard. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
We're good. 180.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Check 13. Check 13. Check safety. Check safety.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They will run with Grant. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And they're not going to let him get this one off. We have a whistle and a timeout as they'll try to put him on ice a bit. And they still have 2 timeouts left. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. Well, when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision, and the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well because you give your opponents excellent field position to start their first drive.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now a play fake. Carr. Oh, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship, and do you think that